being reported by several outlets. Got an NPR story here, Washington Post, CNN, basically all major media outlets, that the Trump administration, Defense Department, is demanding that all media sign this document that says they agree to not obtain or solicit any information from the Defense Department that is not explicitly authorized by said department. You have to do it by 5 o'clock Eastern time today, or you have 24 hours to turn in your media credentials and clear out of the Pentagon facilities. And even Fox News and Newsmax are saying this is a bridge too far. Not going to do it. Back to this Washington Post story. The policy, quote, constrains how journalists can report on the U.S. military, which is funded by nearly $1 trillion in taxpayers' money annually, unquote. The public has a right to know how the government and military are operating. That is from the New York Times, Washington Bureau Chief Richard Stevenson. The Atlantic, the Wall Street Journal, NPR, Reuters, The Guardian, along with the trade publications Task and Purpose and Breaking Defense, said they are not signing it either. Fox News, Hegseth's former employer, also has chimed in now saying they will not sign it. The Atlantic's editor-chief, Jeffrey Goldberg, who was added to a Signal group chat, including Hegseth earlier this year, said the constraints on journalists violate their First Amendment rights. As a result, the magazine staffers will not sign. The media policy is just the latest attempt by the Defense Secretary, Pete Hegseth, to clamp down on journalists covering the Pentagon. The Defense Department's media staff rarely conducts briefings, kicked out mainstream media news organizations from their dedicated desks, and restrictive movement within the Pentagon facilities. What do you think about this? 855-752-4842, 855-752-4842. Let's go up to beautiful Eau Claire, our great station up there, WCFW, The Tap. Gene in Eau Claire. Thanks for listening, Gene. What say you?
Great reporting, you guys. This is wonderful. The press is finally realizing that maybe the people aren't going to get any information if it isn't, due to them getting these stories out, and especially, with Qatar, building that air base in Idaho, and that didn't get out there very, very loud. And so maybe they realize that, hey, maybe they need to do this for national and homeland security, too, to get these stories out to the people so they know what's going on in our country. So thanks so much. Well, 3 cheers for them. I hope they keep up that work. That'd be wonderful.
Thanks, Gene.
And you have a great day. Bye-bye.
You as well. Thanks, Gene, up there at WCFW, The Tap in Eau Claire. Yeah, we talked about that last week when it first broke, that Trump, they try not to really, just kind of slyly put this out there, that they approved the Qatari government to build an air base, a Qatari air base in Idaho. A foreign military will now have an air base on U.S. soil for the first time in history. Oh, by the way, same country that gave Trump a $400 million plane.
Huh.
855-752-4842. Keep it up north, the North Woods. Ollie calling in. Ollie, thanks for calling. What say you?
Well, just a little caveat on Gene's thing about the Qatari air base. Trump is now perpetuating the enemy within. But I am so glad to hear that you led with this article about the news organizations. Not only is he clamping down on the information that they can release, he is also in that thing he is expecting them to sign. They are signing away their rights, and the Hegseth and the government are threatening to jail them for for any communication that is not specifically okayed. Now, they're going to jail people for telling people the truth.
Right. Well, I mean,
And
go ahead.
this is like the beginning of the end, when you cannot have truthful information about what is going on in your government.
Yeah.
And everybody, and I mean everybody, needs to get out and speak up about this.
Yeah. Appreciate the call, Ollie. Thank you so very much, Ollie Northwoods. And you're right. And that's, I mean, what we can do is talk about it like we are on this network across the state. And I give a lot of credit to the organizations, most of whom are saying they're not going to sign this, and also peaceful protesting, letting people know that, you know what, this is just not going to stand in the United States of America.